This Things to Do special is sponsored by Visit Sonora. Experience the unforgettable.
As the year winds down, the valley is ramping up with fun. There's outdoor markets, there's new exhibits, and holiday magic lining up the season. Hey, I'm Nicole Gutierrez with ABC 15 and your host for the Things to Do show, and I'm ready to help you make some fun plans with the family this December. Travel back in time at the Arizona Science Center's newest attraction, Pompeii. The exhibition returns with new immersive displays that will bring you back to the ancient city.
We're so excited to bring back Pompeii, the exhibition. We have more than 150 authentic artifacts from the city of Pompeii. A lot of people know the story of the natural disaster that covered the city, and we're able to showcase what life was like in ancient Pompeii, their life, and unfortunately their deaths as well.
This exhibition is a little bit different because we walk inside and it doesn't feel like we're at the Arizona Science Center. The layout is kind of like a home, right?
Yes, so when you're in the exhibition, it totally transforms and immerses you in the space. You start out in the atrium of a Pompeian home, then you're in the garden, then the kitchen, and then it moves into life being in the market, the streets, and gives you a sense of what it would have been like to see the tools, the equipment, even the dishes that are very similar to what we have today, which again gives you that sense of just, it was so different yet so familiar at the same time. Makes it very interesting to explore.
So when we talk about exploring, this whole exhibition is a little bit different from when you guys had it a couple years ago. What are the new things and what are the interactive parts that we get to experience here?
So in the exhibition, when we had it before, since then, I don't think there's a week that's gone by where someone hasn't asked for us to bring it back. The exhibition still tells that story of life and death in Pompeii, but several of the artifacts are new. So when you go through the different sections, you'll see many new artifacts, some that have never been out of Italy before this tour. And then we have a couple of new interactives as well, such as the gladiator section. Everybody's favorite is always the gladiator section. And there is a new display that pits up the gladiators against each other, talks a little bit more about their fighting style and weapons. That one is really unique. There's also a new display that goes more in depth about the volcanic eruption itself.
Until when do people have to experience this themselves?
This is a once-in-a-lifetime chance, I guess a second-in-a-lifetime chance, but with the artifacts that are here, it's headed back to Italy right after this, and we're not sure, these artifacts might not come back, the whole thing might not come back at all. So this is a chance to see it without having to take your family to Europe to go see it. I've been told that this exhibition, you can get closer to the artifacts and the casts at the end than you can if you even went to Pompeii.
Dozens of Native American artists will showcase their artwork at the 48th Annual Indian Market. I've got the scoop on the cultural showcase happening right here in the Valley.
This is a big cultural event. It's a tribal market. It's not just one or two tribes, so visitors have the opportunity to walk around in the lovely December Phoenix weather outside and visit with all these artists from all kinds of different tribes. They have an opportunity to see art in a lot of mediums, sculpture, jewelry. We have people who make katsinas and weavings and all kinds of paintings and things like that. The market takes place at Sotavaki Museum, and it's the largest fundraiser that we do each year for the museum. The museum is a city facility, so they get a city budget, but there's always things that come up during the year and things that break, and they need some additional funding for those. So the market's been going on for 48 years. It has been located in a couple of other places in the valley. It came back to the museum, so it does highlight the museum, and visitors can go through the museum and through the property and see the ball court and the traditional garden, and of course they can tour the mound, which is open.
This market is 2 days during the month of December. For people that are heading out, about how many vendors are expected to be there this year?
Oh, we're gonna have dozens of vendors. I think last year we had 85. They're all located on a kind of a circular path, so it's very easy to get around. And it's not crowded. It's also wheelchair friendly, wheelchair and stroller friendly. Everything is paved. The pathway is paved, the parking lot's all paved.
Roping the family fun, the Arizona Livestock Show returns to the Arizona State Fairgrounds, offering free family entertainment, livestock competitions, and so much more.
We're excited that the 78th annual Arizona National Livestock Show will be coming to Phoenix, Arizona at the Arizona State Fairgrounds the week after Christmas. So the 27th through the 31st, we'll have animals here from 35 states and Canada, all showing to and vying for the opportunity to be the very best at the Arizona National Livestock Show.
So this has been going on for more than 70 years in our state, but for those people that are like, hey, what's this show about? What can we expect in regards to those days other than seeing livestock?
Seeing a lot of livestock. We'll have about 3,000 head of lambs, goats, cattle, pigs here on site. So we have exhibitors that are bringing their animals from their home states, and they're demonstrating them in the very best way possible and competing against other exhibitors for the Grand Champion title. In addition to the livestock that are being shown here, we also have a very healthy stock dog competition, which includes dogs that handle cattle and sheep, and they'll demonstrate their maneuverability and the ability to work with their owners to navigate through a course that we've set in the grandstands. We'll have a ranch rodeo for both adults and for youth. And then we also have some activities for younger people, trying to teach them a little bit more about livestock and agriculture. And they're fun activities like Little Buckaroo, where we'll put the youngsters on the back of a woolly sheep and let them ride him, or we'll teach them how to rope a dummy in the parking lot. Or this year, we're excited about having a welding competition and a tool identification competition, all in the name of trying to educate and promote the next generation of agriculturalists.
And Tyler, it's a free show, right? There's so many days that you can go out and have fun, especially during the holiday season with the family. If we break it down to the different type of shows that we can see, how would you explain that to us?
Sure. So the first couple of days, the 27th through the 29th, are going to be our stock dogs. And during that same time, we'll be moving in for the show. So it's a little hectic around here, but it's still perfectly accessible, and there are things for you to see. Then on the 29th, we move into the ranch rodeo, and we also start our livestock show. So the 29th through the 30th are our heavy livestock showing days, as well as ranch rodeo. And it culminates on the 31st with the Supreme and Grand Champion, we call them drives, or the last show, and that's where the champions are selected on the 31st.
Tyler, what do we need to know before we go?
The Arizona National Livestock Show is held on the Arizona State Fairgrounds, which is right on the corner of 19th Avenue and McDowell in Phoenix. And as I mentioned before, it's free admission, free parking. So when you come down on any of the days, 27 through 31, the shows start at 8:30 and they conclude around 5 o'clock in the evening. And so we'd love to have you down. For more information, you can check us out on our website, aznational.org.
This month, you can party with a purpose in Chandler. FuelFest is rolling in the valley with a colorful display of cars and entertainment to mark its global finale.
We're really excited to be back in Arizona on December 6th. What we're most excited about is being back at the track. That's kind of our roots. That's kind of, what we're all about, is promoting safe track activity. But when you bring motorsports together with a car show and a concert, a racetrack is just, it's home, So we're really excited to be back at Firebird. It's this culmination of all things adrenaline and action. So we have cars racing at the same time. We have beautiful glistening cars, on display. We've got drag racing. We've got some special guest appearances that I can't really share quite yet, but that's to come. So just everything happening at every corner of the entire show.
Now, Randall, other than this being a massive car show, there are some experiences that people can ride along with, or even check out and participate in, even drink as well. Yeah. So our goal with FuelFest is to give you the most immersive automotive experience that we could possibly give you, so that it's not just something to go and see, it's something to take away from, and be able to take with you and have as memories. So as you mentioned, absolutely, we've got drifting and we've got some pro drivers. We'll probably have a couple dozen drivers giving ride-alongs to fans. So, we've got some of Arizona's best food, we've got Arizona's best drivers, and we've got some amazing music going on as well.
all around another 500 or 600 cars on display as well.
Can you talk a little bit about the exhibits? I mean, not only are there things to check out like Taste of Tokyo, but also the art installations as well.
Yeah, so Taste of Tokyo is really cool. We want to give fans a feeling that as they walk through it, they're walking through an underground Japanese car meet. So they would see cars that they would likely be seeing, in like a parking garage in Japan or something. So Taste of Tokyo is great. Something that we're really excited to share is that we're going to have Lucha Libre Mexican wrestling at the show as well. So while they're hitting the drum beats on the stage and the guys are hitting rev limiters and drifting, there's going to be other guys just flying in the air, doing the wrestling and stuff. So that's going to be a really cool element we've never had. We really wanted to go with like a Southwestern style show here in Arizona. This is our home base now too. So we're trying to keep it as local as we can possibly keep it and put major spotlights on all of the things that make Arizona, Arizona.
And Randall, I think you mentioned something very important. We talk about this event being worldwide, but tell us why this is home base for FuelFest.
Yeah, we came here years ago. We were here for the Barrett-Jackson auction, and we just kind of fell in love with the car culture here, to be honest. It was really cool. I think we traveled 5 or 6 cities throughout that weekend, and there was a different car event happening everywhere. And we kind of looked at it and we said, this is great. Then we started looking at the houses and we're like, oh, this place is fantastic. So we made the move. But FuelFest is a worldwide event. We hit multiple international markets as well as a huge tour here in the States. So we hold our show in Japan every year, which is amazing. Next year, we'll be announcing some really exciting dates, some return dates that some people are going to be very happy to hear about, both here in the States and internationally. So it's just our way of giving back as well, since we're partnered with the Reach Out Worldwide disaster relief nonprofit as well. So it's a great way to be able to raise money and party with a purpose at FuelFest.
Prepare to be dazzled. Tanu Lights Festival is illuminating Camelback Ranch with its larger-than-life lanterns. Come along as we go check out all of the highlights this West Valley experience has to offer.
So Tanu Lights Festival is a very large-scale lantern festival where we brought all our handmade lanterns, which is also the intangible cultural heritage from China. And it's very fun to watch and fun to play, and you can come here with your friends, your family. It's a very cool night activity.
Tanu Lights Festival is right here at a ballpark in our valley, but you guys made it your own home. Can you kind of give us the tour of these 4 areas we'll get to explore?
So Tanu Lights Phoenix, this year we brought 4 different themes into the park. And the first one is a world of insects. Once you enter the park, the first thing you can see is a tunnel of butterflies. All the butterflies can change colors. Some of them are weaving their wings and stuff. And next, once you going further, you can explore the world of color. And they are also the theme of Christmas, where you can find Santa Claus and a big snowball. And the third part is the interactive area where you can chill a little bit, let your kids just play with the interactive lanterns. And all those rainforest animals are lying there waiting for you. And the last part is the prehistorical area where you can find those prehistorical insects, creatures, dinosaurs, and kids love that.
And this experience is not only a pretty lantern festival that we get to walk through and explore. You mentioned this is also a cultural opportunity for so many people here in the valley. Can you kind of dive into that in how it's a cultural experience as well?
So besides having fun and taking pictures here, you can also learn some cultural stuff. So every lantern you can see here is handmade from scratch, and we brought it all the way from China because it's also an intangible cultural heritage, which you can only find in one specific city in China, which is Sichuan Zigong.
Let's talk about these lanterns. I mean, they are larger than life. We look at these big daisies and they're not your typical ones that are right in the grass. For you, what are some highlights right here at the festival?
For me, my favorite lantern is a giant dragon located inside the water. So it took us a week to set it on the water, and it's like 120 feet long. And if you come down here, you'll see it.
The Sonoran Desert comes alive in a whole new way at the Desert Botanical Garden with its groundbreaking exhibit, Frame Rate Desert Pulse. It uses motion, rhythm, photography, and of course, nature's beauty to create this immersive landscape for guests to explore.
This new exhibition is called Frame Rate Desert Pulse, and it's by the artist Scan Lab Projects. And this has been a really exciting exhibit for the garden because what we have are these 4 monumental outdoor installations where the screens are really rising out of the garden beds and intermingling with nature.
How did this project really coexist with the plants right here that we see every day?
What's amazing about this project is its commitment. So this process takes us through 1 year in the life of the Sonoran Desert. And so all of these video installations that you see around the garden that are coming out of the beds and mingling with plants, they're telling the stories of those plants over 1 year of their life cycle. So what we did with these artists, their medium is LiDAR scanning. And so this kind of technology is what you see in like Waymo cars. It lives on our phones, but basically it puts out all these points of light and it measures an environment. And they've harnessed that as their artistic medium and created these amazing artworks with it.
How can they find these installations?
So when you come to the garden, you're given your trail map, or you can hop on our app, and we give you a great guide to the Insider's Guide to Understanding Desert Pulse. We take you through 4 outdoor installations, but there's also a can't miss, like the heart of Desert Pulse is what we call it, and that is in the RAF exhibit gallery. And it's an immersive indoor experience with 20 screens that surround you. They're on the floor, the ceiling, the walls, and that tells this really multifaceted story of a year in the life of the Sonoran Desert.
For the Desert Botanical Garden to really one-up each holiday season and bring these interactive pieces, what does it mean not only to showcase, but also teach our community about our Sonoran Desert?
That's such a good question. There's such a heart of awareness and conservation in this project. You know, what this exhibit gives people is that new perspective on where they live. This environment that we inhabit, that we can easily take for granted, it kind of brings it back to the foreground so that you can really explore and understand where you come from, why it's important, why this desert is absolutely amazing. It's very easy to forget sometimes when it's really hot in the middle of summer that this is one of the most verdant deserts in the world, with the highest biodiversity in the world. And this exhibition really highlights that.
Food trucks, craft vendors, and local beer awaits. Discover unique holiday gifts at Phoestivus in downtown Phoenix.
Phoestivus is in its 16th year, and it is a joyous experience where you can actually talk to the people who make the gifts that you're going to give, which means you have a much greater connection than if you just buy stuff online. And that means something to the thousands of people who come.
Now, Festivus is what you're saying is a very hyper-local event where we're gonna be not only meeting new people, but the vendors itself. Can you kind of describe the dynamic of that day once we're there?
So we curate the event so only people who create their own crafts sell things, first of all. We have events as in activations, people walking around, people are happy, they bring their pets. We have if you know the Seinfeld gags, we have feats of strength, the airing of grievances, the Festivus poll. We have the hipster Santa like nobody. You gotta meet the hipster Santa. And of course, Freddie the Yeti. He's there with us all the time.
Now, it's shopping from local artisans, but there's also so much to do that day. What are some things we can do?
Well, we've got live music. We have lots of food trucks. Local brewers come out and, provide people with the best, ales in the valley, which makes us happy. And, it's just 4 or 5 hours of just great fun and getting to know your neighbors and meeting people from all over the place.
Want to check out some festive holiday lights this season? We've got you covered. Head to abc15.com/lights to check out our interactive map that displays professional and home-submitted light displays across the valley.
With vintage ornaments for as low as $1 or $2, this Valley thrift store not only helps smart shoppers save on their seasonal items, it's also going to a good cause.
A little pumpkin.
From fall fair to holiday cheer, it's the season to decorate.
I upcycled these from a Christmas tree last year.
And Allison Lambert protects her wallet through upcycling and DIY decor.
You can thrift these tea towels in different styles for the holidays.
It's why she appreciates the savings at Valley thrift stores.
I think you're going to find way lower prices if you go the thrifted route.
At the nonprofit Delivering Dreams of Arizona, shoppers find vintage decor and purpose.
You get things that are not in all the big box stores anymore.
Their brand new thrift store focuses on home goods.
The bird ones for $1.50.
You'll find ornaments for $1 to $3, vintage china.
It's 26 piece. We have it for $80.
And affordable trees.
White Christmas trees are kind of a hot item right now. They can go anywhere from $50 up to $300 depending on what you're getting. This one's only $36.
Beyond that, 100% of the profits go to dress students in low-income schools.
We serviced 18,000 kids last year. We dressed 15,000 in the Title I schools, and it's an amazing, you get to shop for a cause, and it goes right back to the kids.
Other Valley thrift stores also giving back. Savers makes a payment to Big Brothers Big Sisters for every donation.
You're helping out a fantastic organization that does great work for the local communities.
And by shopping at Treasure Box Thrift in Tempe, you support Treasures for Teachers.
I think it's a great way to make the holiday season impactful.
When the holidays mean spreading cheer.
It's just going to be at the fraction of the cost, and you're going to feel good about helping out the environment and the community.
For shoppers like Lambert, the initiatives to help others add sparkle to the season. For ABC 15 Arizona, I'm Jane Caffrey.
Planning to travel this December? Remember that flyers have a new option to check in at TSA checkpoints. ABC 15 Faith Fedrick shows us how Apple and some Android users can upload their passport information and use their phone as their ID.
With the family celebrations coming to an end and just in time for some busy travel days ahead, Apple and some Android owners can now use their phones as ID at more than 250 TSA checkpoints, including Sky Harbor. Is that something you do?
Yes, it sounds like a great idea.
To create the new digital ID, you need to upload your passport information into your Apple or Google Wallet. At security, double tap to activate the ID, then accept a prompt before tapping your phone against a scanner.
While certainly convenient, maybe you're wondering what happens if you lose your phone. Does someone also have your passport information?
Or are you now giving the government a way to track you in real time? I took those questions to tech expert Ken Colburn, better known as the data doctor.
If somebody gets your phone and your passport's on it, they're not going to get in there. It's a brick. It's a useless device to them because they can't get in without your biometric interfaces. So it's way more secure than the physical passport.
The information is encrypted on your phone, and companies can never see where it's been used or the data that's shared. Colburn says the government can't real-time track you either.
There's no ability for them to real-time track anything. It's a manual process. There's no automation.
17 states, including Arizona, also accept digital IDs using your driver's license information, as long as you have a new real ID. Developing the future of travel, one digital ID at a time. At Sky Harbor, Faye Fredericks, ABC 15, Arizona.
Looking to get out of the country for some adventure? Here's what the Mexican state of Sonora has to offer.
The gastronomy, the tourism of adventure, of sports, but the most important thing of Sonora's people is the Sonora's people that are anxious to receive the tourism that visit us in the state. Sonora is a really good place to visit. It's really unique. It's a really good, safe place, a really good and safe place. If you want to go to a beach, you can go to Rocky Point, you can go to San Carlos, you can go to Quino Bay. If you can go to Hermosillo, to the capital city of Sonora. You will find an incredible place with a lot of things to do. If you want to go to magical towns and know about history, you can go to Alamos, to Magdalena, to Ures, and to San Carlos. Sonora, it's safe, and it's inviting all the tourism, all the people from Arizona to visit us. If you want to have a good experience about the gastronomy that we have, to eat a flavor tortilla, to eat a burrito, to eat a taco of carne asada. So we are a really good place to visit, and we are looking up to receive all of the visitors from Arizona. The governor of Sonora, Alfonso Durazo, has been working with the governor of Arizona, Katie Hobbs, and into the economic activity of tourism. And I'm really glad to be partnered with Lisa Urias, who is the director of tourism department in Arizona, because we have a lot in common. Between Sonora and Arizona, we share culture, gastronomy, we share a commercialized economy. We have the beach, but you have a lot of things in Arizona too. So we are looking forward to work in the tourism persons that come to Arizona and to Sonora as a region, so we can promote together.
Finish the year with excitement. You can find more fun events at abc15.com/things to do. I'm Nicole Gutierrez with your monthly Things to Do show.
This Things to Do special is sponsored by Visit Sonora. Experience the unforgettable.